Good morning to everyone. You know what time it is? It's garden time. April 20th, 2022. Garden tour of Grandma's garden. Now it's going to look a lot better pretty soon. I have a lot of things that haven't bloomed yet. My daylilies, this is the first daylily so far for the garden. But pretty soon I will have daylilies everywhere. And I have spent a lot of time getting these daylilies, so there are lots of different colors and shapes. So I hope you're going to enjoy it. And of course, Grandma has her California poppies everywhere, as you saw by the introduction. I have planted them everywhere around my property, as you can tell. And I'm trying to get a cottage garden theme. Look at all these beautiful California poppies. Are they not beautiful? They're one of my favorite flowers, and I grow them all from seeds. I just get a container of seeds and throw them out about every 3 weeks. That way, I have a variety. And as you see, there's some little blue flowers popping out too. I also throw out a lot of different mixed seeds, so as one thing is dying, I have something else coming up. We never know what's coming up. I usually buy the boxes for $1.25 at Dollar Tree. I call them mystery boxes because I never know what I'm going to get. This particular plant, I was about a 2 inch by 2 inch, and it has grown this much in about 4 or 5 years. And it's super thick, and it doesn't look like it, but it's super strong. And of course, more California poppies. You know how Grandma loves them. And I throw out the California poppy seeds about every 3 weeks, so they will last about 4 or 5 months looking really, really good. One year they lasted 6 months because I throw out the seeds every couple of weeks. So as one thing is dying, something else is coming up. And of course, all these have been grown from seeds too. I always throw out seeds because it's a lot cheaper. I can spend $50 on seeds and almost do my whole yard. I know that sounds like a lot, but if I was buying these flowers and plants individually, it would be very, very expensive. Look at these. Are not these beautiful? Someone gave me these, and so I didn't even pay for them. They are just beautiful. I love the vibrant colors. And Grandma, of course, like I said, loves her California poppies, so I have some coming up. But as you notice in the center of this container, I have a bunch of bulbs coming up. And I do plant and buy a lot of bulbs. And I find it to be so rewarding that I always have something growing in my garden. I will be happy to share with you what these bulbs look like once they break ground and get those beautiful flowers on them. Look at all my bulbs coming up. It's spring, spring, spring. And here, this has already came up, and it's been blooming already about a month. And as one flower dies, I have a new one coming up. These flowers I've had maybe like 5 or 6 years, so they're quite large. And they come back every year. And of course, more California poppies, Grandma's favorite flower. And I do plant it all around my garden, and so you never know where they're going to come up at. They're in a lot of my containers, and I have a lot of succulents, and I have a lot of stuff that hasn't even bloomed yet. And I have a lot more seeds to throw out. So it's going to be really colorful, hopefully, this year, once I get all my seeds thrown out. Like I said, I do buy a few plants in a container, but about 90% of what I have is from seed. Now, something like this, it comes back every year because I've grown it from seeds. And here's another little highlight of my green stalk. The green stalk is just about done. I'm going to be pulling it apart probably next month and putting some more in. These are flowers that grow in the wintertime, and once it turns hot, they just won't make it. As you can see, I'm getting a few things turning brown already. But they lasted a long time in here. They lasted about 5 months. And here's my lettuce I grew from seeds also. And the best thing about the green stalks, they are food grade plastic, so you don't have to worry about that. And another best thing is it's growing a lot of stuff vertical. I'm getting old, and I don't like pulling out a lot of weeds. There's almost zero weeds that I have to worry about in these green stalks, just very little. And I've had this one about 3-4 years. It's not new. It still looks great. And it's growing a lot of food. And I'm going to try to buy one more this year and try to get one next year. I want to get a total of 3. And that way, anything that doesn't need a large root system, it can grow in here. And that way, Grandma don't have to get on her knees and bend over to pick. She can just go out and do it. And I just wanted to share all the colorful plants that are in the garden, because I think it's important to keep a really nice garden, not just food, but everything colorful. I like color, and the great thing about it, I don't try to plant any one thing too much at one place, not to give those stupid little pesky bugs too much to worry about. They have to search for their stuff. And in here you can see I have succulents, I have raspberries. They're all in the same area. And succulents are very colorful. If you pick them, this here is very pretty and it's red, and that's its natural color. And the one behind it looks like little rosettes. They have beautiful flowers too, and they're going to be blooming any time. And here you can see they haven't opened yet, but you can see any day they're going to be beautiful little white flowers popping out. So we will do another update in another week or so, and we'll see how it's looking. But you can see I love a lot of color and variety in my garden. And the tighter you plant it, the less weeds you're going to have. This is just a beautiful plant also, another succulent. Who says you can't make succulent look beautiful in your garden? They are beautiful. Low maintenance, hardly any work at all. And here's some more succulents. And you can see they really look doing great. I need to get over here and clean some of these areas out though. And you can see this succulent is blooming, and look at the beautiful white flowers it has. See what I mean? How beautiful and delicate it all looks. And that's a succulent. And here's some more vibrant blue flowers. These are from last year, or they reseeded themselves. I don't know which, because I didn't plant them this year. So they reseeded themselves, or this plant is really strong and healthy, because usually they don't last a whole year. So I just wanted to share with you what Grandma's garden looks like. It's going to look a lot better in a couple more months once I get some more things cleaned out and some more things planted. And some of my seeds haven't come up yet. My daylilies are coming up right now. They're not new daylilies. I've probably had them 5-6 years, but they don't bloom until they get warm. Here's some more beautiful little plants. They look really delicate too, but believe it or not, they are really a strong, healthy little plant that can handle the heat here in Southern California. It's very, very hot here, and most plants can't handle it hardly. These can, even though they look delicate, they can handle the heat or the cold. Here's some more plants that need to be deadheaded, but I wanted to share with you the vibrant colors they are. And Grandma needs to go out there and deadhead between this week and next week to show you how pretty that plant is. And I've had that quite a while. Here's another succulent. And doesn't it look beautiful? And I'm pretty sure I've shared this one before. I just love it because it's so pretty. And of course that angel is about 25 years old. And here are the flowers for that succulent. Are they not pretty? I love the color of them and the shape. People don't realize how much color there are in succulents. You just need to start looking around. And here are some more of my bulbs coming up. And we're going to have a lot of bulbs coming up here in the future. Probably in a couple weeks we'll be taking some more pictures. These will be probably blooming out pretty soon. And these blue ones, I'm going to put them in a pot for I don't forget about them, and then that way they'll come back next year and be ready. And I'm sure I have an extra pot or two laying around if I would just get out there and look. Now, you know, Grandma, I hope you enjoyed the garden tour and all the beautiful different colors I shared. Because like I said, Grandma loves color in her garden, and I have lots of things blooming. Keep coming back. More garden tours to come. Love you all.